Millions of people suffer from anxiety and depression. More than 1 in 6 of us will be experiencing mental health problems of some kind right now. Conditions like these take up about 1/3 of GPs' time. Research shows that for many people, psychological therapies, talking therapies, are just as effective as medication in tackling common mental health problems, and government guidelines recommend their use in the treatment of depression and anxiety. The problem has been availability, until now. The NHS is rolling out improving access to psychological therapies, IAPT, across the country, and Buckinghamshire's Healthy Minds was one of the first of these services.
The IAP commitment is really about making sure that anybody with common mental health problems has access to the effective treatments for their condition.
The GP plays an integral role in managing these patients still, and there's close liaison between the IAP service and the GP about what we're doing and the outcomes.
The symptoms of anxiety or depression are very familiar.
Some of the indications or signs of depression are if people start feeling quite hopeless about things, or say that there's no point in things, that they feel quite pessimistic about life. Some of the other signs could be that they may feel quite tired or have a lack of motivation.
They start to mean that people are not able to live the sort of life that they want to live.
I've never before felt unable to cope on this scale, and so it was a really new and frightening experience to feel out of my depth.
I had been feeling down for quite a while, although I hadn't realised it, and it was only when I sort of hit a brick wall that there was an option for it to go to the doctor, and she diagnosed depression.
I realised within myself that something hugely was wrong. Sometimes it was impossible for me to even lift my hands and put it on the steering wheel to drive to school.
I was in a complete state. I mean, I could hardly talk.
When the GP booked me off, I realised that I'm not going to get through this on my own. I need help.
You can't leave it to mend itself. You know, if you needed surgery, you wouldn't try and do it at home on the kitchen table.